I've always tried to do in my career was to be someone that brought the rigor of academic research that could pass muster in my colleagues' worlds. And also pass muster in the world of employees and employers. And so bringing together those two worlds is enormously difficult. And HERO has a unique position in the promotion of high quality research on these topics. And so by giving me this award, it tells me that I've been able to at least achieve something that was very important to me and that I hope will really propel employee health and well-being forward. The first piece of advice is to be very open to collaboration. So I'll say that as a researcher, I learn a lot from working with organizations. I really wouldn't know anything from reading journals about how to work well in a company that's interested in doing research on employee health and well-being. So I learn from the employers and I learn from the employees. At the same time, what I try to bring to organizations is an awareness of the different tools and resources that may be out there and the techniques for doing research that fits in the workplace. And so there are a lot of things that are there, and there's no question that some of the things that have developed outside of the workplace really need to be adapted. But there are a lot of people like me who are willing to collaborate or willing to do those adjustments so that we make sure that research makes sense and that we're asking the right questions and we're measuring in a way that's not intrusive and engenders trust among employers and employees. Out there to try to generate more funding for good research and program evaluation. Right now, the sources of funding in the area of workplace health and well-being research are very limited and very narrowly defined. And I would like to see us go out there and generate interest, whether it's among the legislatures or among private philanthropies and other public organizations, to provide more funding so we can be more innovative and go out there and test and develop the evidence base that we need. The second challenge is that we have to find more ways to engage employers and employees in research in a way that they feel comfortable with and that they're treated as equal partners on a research team. And I'm talking about involvement all the way at the beginning, from the inception of ideas to all the way at the other end of things where we're testing our discoveries in real life situations. And the third challenge from my perspective is that we need to step up as a nation, and if not as a nation, as individual employers and organizations, to promote the acceptance of guidelines for an emotionally or psychologically healthy and physically healthy workplace. This is happening all over the world in many different countries, and sometimes it's regulatory, sometimes it's voluntary, but we're seeing these guidelines promoted and accepted, and we need that sort of adoption within our own workplaces. So there's a framework within which companies can develop programs and protect their employees.